Hey there guys, it's me Samantha from SStwins. Back at it with my old digital art tour of art that was recovered from when my flash drive broke in 2021 and I lost all my art. We left off in the M's. We left off on Mika from Sarah for the End. There should be more than one picture of Mika on here. But I always say that, I was like, oh, there's gonna be a lot of pictures of lightning, and then there was only one. I don't know, like, I know that this is not all of the images. Some images have been lost to time, which is kind of depressing. This was for some, sorry if I'm a little sniffly, got cold. Oh well, I took like an hour-long break since filming the last part. This is for this art challenge that I was doing on Tumblr. It had different prompts that were like gore themed, and this was Bloody Lip. So this is Mika Bloody Lip. You'll notice that I reused the idea of this like drippy thing later. And here's another Mika one. Okay, this one got corrupted for sure. Can you see that like green like patchiness? I did not have that green patchiness. I didn't know how to do that. This says background 1. I don't know about that. Well, maybe I did. I can't believe that. Anyway, there should be multiple versions of this. Yeah, see, no way. This has a giant chunk taken out of it. This one's pretty good. It's got the feathers. I learned that I was definitely doing these on Photoshop. So this is why I was using all these brushes, and my line art sucked. Well, this is palette meme, Mika, and my sister did one of you from Sarah for the End. They're the two main characters. I don't know why I did Mika and she did you, because we both were more attached to the other character. Who knows? Oh, this one's pretty good. Randomly, for a short period of time, I was doing this lineless style. You have seen this on that Draw This Again meme that I did. You saw one of the lineless ones, maybe. I didn't call attention to it, but it was so random. It was only like a few weeks that I was doing this style. But this is Minane from Future Diary, and I actually think this one looks pretty good. I wouldn't say it stands up to the test of time, but I would say it's not bad. I like the chains. Oh, and there's a red version. Here's another one of Minane. And fun fact, this is one of the first drawings ever that I used like a reference for. I used this reference of this like, well, I mean, I'm sure I used references before, but this is like, I had this reference of this like one of those little figurines, those like, what are they called? Like model chin, I don't know what they're called now, but they're like those little Japanese figurines that you can have them hold props and stuff, and this was one holding a gun, and so I referenced that. Obviously I did a pretty bad job, like this leg is sus, but it's okay for being in scene in like 2018. This is a character design I did, and I wish I still owned him because I actually think he looks really cool. This is the miserable male hospital patient. This is before COVID was a thing, so I didn't even know you're supposed to wear the mask over your nose. But I love whatever's going on with the arm. I mean, my feet at the time were so questionable, but I actually think this one really holds up. I love the hair gradient. Okay, this is another one of the designs. These were designs I did for people on Toy House, on like character design threads. This is the modern punk angel boy. I think he looks a little military to me. I like the like torn up wing. I was really obsessed with angels at the time. I think this one's pretty good. Also, I was obsessed and still am giving people gauges. Whoa, here's another Inktober one from Screenshot Redraw Tober. This is Monica from Doki Doki Literature Club. You can see I was kind of getting there with using my brush, but I wasn't blending at all. Mistake. And here I used the brush, which could be perfectly good for blending, and then went over it with airbrush. Oh man, if you guys remember back in 2017, this was part of my famous animatic for Doki Doki Literature Club. If I go through, there'll probably be some more. It's the when you accidentally turn in your suicide note to the literature club. There'll be a lot of these. I needed a lot of faces, and eventually we'll come to the Sayori ones. This is one of my first furry drawings. This was another one of those drawings that were in 2020 where I was just possessed. This is my dearest cat. I even wrote my dear on the portrait. It's just a cat. I don't know. It's not actually an OC. It's not anything. It's just my dearest cat. Okay, this is a Misa that I drew. Gosh, I don't know if this was for that art group or not, but this was based on my cosplay of Misa. So these are like little angel earrings. I mean, they're a little sus. And then all the necklaces I was wearing, and then like my like corset kind of look. I think this one turned out really good. I think it's really pretty, and I like the way I made it look like my makeup. I never draw lips on people, and I always forget to do eyeshadow too, but I think that looks really nice. Oh, here's a near one. And I think, well, there should be a mellow and a matte, but I don't know if I ever digitalized them. They were drawings that I made a long time ago traditionally. And then I digitalized this one, and I don't know if I digitalized the others. Oh, here's a Natsuki. Okay, this one was a GIF. GIF. I don't know if the real one will be there, but I made this little fake thing. This is definitely on Fire Alpaca, because I have that. I still use this polka dot brush. I like the eyes. Let's see if we can find... Oh, there it is! Whoa. That's pretty cool. My Doki Doki Literature Club face. I don't know if I ever uploaded this anywhere, but I think it looks really good. Definitely followed a good tutorial. And there's the glitched version. And there's a version without text for some reason. Oh, this one did not hold up to the test of time remotely. This is my Natsuri, which I don't even ship, so I don't know. Somebody must have convinced me to draw it. She looks like, first of all, she looks like a child. Her feet are like splayed out. Her arms and hands are tiny. I don't know. I mean, it was a good idea, but it's really, really ugly. I don't know. I really don't like it. All right, 6 minutes in. Oh, there's another version of the Nier, but this time for a button. Actually, I didn't realize I had this because I have a button maker now, so I could make this into a real button. Because I think this drawing's so cute. There's like even a light kind of being cast on it. That was pretty innovative for me at the time. Here's another screenshot redraw-tober from Zistopia. Not Zootopia, Zistopia, which is like dystopia, based on the original drafts of Zootopia. If you want me to give me my video essay, I actually think I have a PowerPoint on it. Let me know. But they wear shock collars. This is a screenshot redraw of a comic panel that someone made. Okay, this is just called OC. It's definitely not one of my OCs. I think I drew it for someone. This is definitely in the era that I was taking that Chinese class, because this looks really similar. Here's another one of the frogs with hats. One of the cool kids. Okay, there's the colored version. I knew there would be one. Palette challenge for someone's, I think, Ever After High OC, if I remember correctly. I was doing more palette challenges back then. I haven't done one of those probably since I made this. Ah, and here's Pickle Yunbum. Fans of my cosplays might know Pickle Yunbum, but you probably won't, and it's a little hard to explain. But I have redrawn Pickle Yunbum now, and I have an updated version that I'm selling as a sticker, but I don't know. It's kind of niche, but I think it's funny. Oh, he's got no clothes. He's just a pickle. There's that redraw of the girl with purple hair that I should definitely redraw again, even though that one looks really good. Here's this Rapunzel. I made this traditional painting of Rapunzel and I thought it was kind of ugly, so I made this digital painting, and this was right when I was like, didn't know much about digital painting, and unfortunately it is still ugly. It's like, she looks like watermelon, like, I don't know what was going on, why there's like this weird dark colored border around her. Nothing's blended. The best thing is like the hair texture, but I don't know about that one. Okay, this is, I was drawing for this thing called Reddit Gets Drawn, where people upload photos of themselves and then people would draw them. I got some drawings from it, but it kind of made me sad because I didn't like people looking at me, so, at the time. I like that earring. There should be another one. Yeah. Okay, that hair is sus. That hair is sus. I hope she liked the drawing. This one I think is really cute. This was a request. I actually think this one holds up pretty well. I mean, a lot of things about it are not at all how I would like to draw, but I like that background gradient a lot. And I like, look, more stars in the eyes. If you've been here for the other parts, I was really into drawing stars in the eyes, apparently. I think it's really just a cute design, too. This is a glitch drawing of my sister Sarah on a boat. And definitely, I glitched it for some reason. I don't know why, and I don't know why she's on a boat. It was definitely based on a real reference. I don't know what was going on there. There's a big version. Yeah, that's it. There's no unglitched version. Just Sarah glitched on a boat. But I still do this. I always draw Sarah with like hearts in her eyes instead of stars. Fun fact. Not like you could even see that. This is a Sang-woo drawing, and there should be a text version. That's the small version. Okay, there we go. I don't know what this quote is actually from, but my sister wanted me to draw this, I remember. And the quote is, "When it comes to sleep, always resort to the most extreme measures." And I think the implication is supposed to be that he hit you with a baseball bat. I don't know. I like the hair. And the under eyes are good. But it's a little rough. It's like the line work was just very rough at this time. This is my realism portrait of my sister. Okay, sometime I'll have to go through and show you like my more modern art, because you guys have really been missing out. But I did a modern portrait of her now, and it's way better. This one. It's uncanny valley. I don't know. There's a lot going on here. It's like I didn't practice realism for like 3 years after I did this, and then all of a sudden I decided I'm gonna do realism now, and all of a sudden I was great at it. So I mean, you don't even have to practice. You just have to understand how to draw. Okay, this is a comic. Oh, there's the redraw of the comic. Okay, here's the original one, the Sayori Bees comic. She said, "You promised you didn't give me bees again?" And Monica's standing far away on the hill, and she says, "Just open it." So this is the original version from 2018, and this must be the 2020 version. So, "You promised you didn't give me bees again? Just open it." All the colors are better. The hands and box are better. The line art is way better. The background is way better. Big fan. Big fan. I also ended up changing where the eyes were. And this one, Monica has this like demented little face, and then in the new one I was like, she doesn't need a face. This is before, you can place this in time because it was before I decided to make my brand using my handwriting and everything. We're already in the S's, we must be so close to done. And now we get to skip through all the Sayori things from my animatic. I didn't realize I actually had some background elements. I did Doki Doki. I had Sayori hanging from a noose, and I had Happy Thoughts. Because she covers it for most of it, so I didn't even notice that I drew those. Okay, this is a drawing that might be familiar to you guys. I'm going to see if I can get through everything in the next 4 minutes. This is my digital painting that I put on... I recorded it and put it onto YouTube. This is the Scrap Boy, which is one of my favorite songs. If I redid this, I could make it a lot better for sure. I think there's some like weird harsh edges going on here and stuff. The boy needs some work. The colors are all blending together. But I think for the time, this was pretty impressive. I know I called that video my first time with digital painting. Oh, here's like a weird oil painting version. You can tell I was using Photoshop because I would just put effects on things sometimes. Oh, here's a little doodle of myself. This must be in 2020 because that's when I got my haircut, which I think I uploaded some videos around that time. This one's actually really cute. I forgot all about this one. I don't know if this is supposed to be hand. I think it's awesome. Okay, we're getting into some self-portraits now. Okay, this one's much older because I had the long hair on the undercut, which is what you guys might know if you were following me in 2017. But the face shape is something. Only 2 self-portraits. This is my drawing of Shell Overlord from the Blood Bank webcomic. They call manhwas. Why am I not remembering? Anyway, I think this one holds up really well. I still think this one's really cute, and I've sold it on some Redbubble things, I think. Here's a tiny little GIF of a blinking snake, and the tongue flicks out, but it's kind of hard to see. Blah. This one, we can't open it. It's corrupted. Oh, these are all actually Death Note snips, so we can skip through them, so we're going to make it through the S's real fast. Whoa. I have no memories of drawing this. This is a space drawing. This is... See, I know that I lost so many drawings when it got corrupted, and I will just never see them again or know what they were. This one's actually cool. It's like a little astronaut. It says flying. Couldn't tell you when I made this or why, but I actually think that was really pretty. I would like to recreate that. This one I do remember. This is based on a photo from my friend. And I did this like paint over. I actually think the clouds turned out really nice. I did paint all those clouds. Then I wanted to make it look like there's some like effects on it and like some weird stuff's going on with these like things at the bottom. But I actually think the clouds are gorgeous. It's another design I did for someone on Toy House. Star Bears guy. He's, what do they call them? Kimonos? Oh, I don't even know how to pronounce it. Where you have like animal ears when you're a human. This is another one. They're all clustered here at the end. Succulent boy. I don't think these designs ever got used. And here's a redraw of a redraw. Possibly of a redraw of Sunset Shimmer. This is for my screenshot reader October, and she's got her quote, "Fizzy apple cider? This is my coronation, not a hoedown." But I actually think this one turned out pretty good. If I redrew it again, it would probably be different again. There's that same one again. And there it is again. Oh my god, what is happening? Some text posts that got corrupted. I'm not gonna complain about that. We're making it through the T's. I think this is gonna be the last part. Here's the colored version of Touch the Face of Cod. If you guys remember me sharing way back, maybe the last part. It's what my choir teacher told me to sing. Instead of Touch the Face of God, sing Touch the Face of Cod. So there's my cod. This is for Screenshot Reader October. This is Trolls that I drew for my sister. And I actually think, I mean, I did not know what I was doing. If I had known about blending, I think I could have done better, but the trolls are hard because they're so textured. But I did the best I could. Oh, here's my update video for Inktober. That was a long time ago. And then I quit making videos forever, but now they will be back. Some slides. Oh, the veggie cats are here. These are going to become enamel pins very soon. Possibly by the time this video is released, they will already be a Kickstarter, and I will put the link to them in the description. This was what I was most sad to lose, the veggie cats, because I had to end up redrawing all of them because I didn't end up saving all of them. Like, see, corn is gone. And then I made some mistakes that I couldn't have if they were enamel pins, like this gradient. And see, there's only 4 of them there, but there's actually like 6, so. The veggie cats, and then I ended up drawing the veggie stand recently. They're really cute. They're all like crossovers between cats and vegetables. I think cabbage and carrot are my favorites, and they got saved, so. This is fan art from this book series called Chaos Walking, which they turned into a movie, and they made her blonde, which I think everyone who was in the fandom when I was in there disagrees with. Okay, this is the Ways to Be Wicked series. Can I get it to go in order? Actually, I think I didn't draw the last panel because it was Jay and I didn't want to draw him. This is characters from Disney's Descendants singing the lyrics to the song Ways to Be Wicked. I think this was very experimental for me. I like the heart tongues. This is very Hamilton era because I was inspired by the heart tongues. This one, I don't know why it has a star background randomly. She looks pretty good. Those outfits were crazy for me at the time. Okay, this one is another one of my, I'm gonna learn how to draw furries. And the file name, I don't know if you can tell, it's called What the Hell Is That? It was just, I was like, I'm gonna sit down and draw furry with like no idea how to draw furries or reference. It's something, all right. This is my character win for Dungeons & Dragons. I made this really quick, in like a couple of minutes. And this is the more refined version of him. This is actually like my style. So this must have been like in 2021 because it's got the blended like there's like blend, there's my brush. I just think it's funny to look at the difference between the two. I had to stop doing D&D because it was bad for my mental health, but I think he was awesome and I should upload him to Toy House. We're getting close to the end for sure. This is the Yeehaw Frog, another one of the frogs with hats. And there's Yoichi art. This is the lineless version. There's also a version with the background I remember. He's also from Sarah for the End. He's a human. I've Got Anxiety shirt I actually think is really cute. I know this is not an original design by me, but I actually think it turned out pretty well. You have to decide which version you like the best. Here's another one of him with another color palette. He's got these like balloons and stuff. I think this is pretty fun. This is like not at all what Sarah for the End looks like at all. Neither of these. This is another one of Screenshot Redraw-tobers. I was using a lot of brushes for this one. I remember this being one of the first times I actually tried like doing the blending from Your Lie in April. And there's one from School Live. I want to redraw this one because I could do a lot better now. This is Yuki. I just rewatched School Live. It's such a good show. One of the best animes ever made. I can't tell you anything about it though. It's girls who live at school. And here's the other one that I really remember making in that lineless style of Yuno also from Future Diary. I guess I did both of them. I made this like weird glitched out version of her, and then I made this like normal happy version of her. And here's a Yuno that I did several years later for Screenshot Redraw-tober. Definitely noticeably different. And if I drew her now, it would be noticeably different again because there would be way more blending. And then here's Yuri. This one is also a GIF, I think, if I can find it. Ooh, I was hoping I could find that's the last one. Okay, this is the normal one, the light flickers. And then there's the cursed version I made where she has real eyes and a real mouth and a knife and it says, I flicker back. I think this one was kind of inventive. I'm like, should I just leave that up there as I make my closing remarks? This is horrifying. Actually, I can't even look at that. Well, we made it in 20 minutes. 3-part video. Get a good start to my return to YouTube. I hope you didn't find the fursona in the corner to be annoying. Because I will be using her in all of my videos. And maybe in the future, if I get enough money, I will buy the thing that lets her do lip syncing. So that way then she could lip sync to what I'm saying instead of just opening and closing her mouth. I do have like a tiny bit of attempted lip syncing in there, so when she blinks, the mouth is wider, but I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're a fan from 2017 or 2018, please say hi. I would love to catch up. And if you are a new person who watched some or all of this series, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be making videos again very regularly, so maybe even doing some live streams. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you later.